What a fucking fight, no?
Yes. So how'd you feel about the decision?
Now, let me explain how I watched it, man, because it was a late day at fucking Disney, and I trying to get home in time. I want to go to P.F. Chang's, and the kids are. I was outnumbered. I had to go to fucking P.F. I saw the whole thing. Don't get me wrong, but I saw it. Like, I knew he survived. Bisping survived that early onslaught, which I'm forever hating that I went to fucking P.F. Chang's for. I mean, dude, watching that live, Lewis, you were probably fucking dying, no?
Oh my God, dude, losing my mind. I think I talked about it when you were on my show. But when you know somebody, the stakes become so much higher. It actually makes me not enjoy watching Michael Bisping fights. I love the sport, but when he fights, I'm like biting my nails.
No, I totally. I'm like that when my guys fight. I'm like that in the corner. I get fucking. I'm just so emotionally involved with my guys. I know the feeling. I knew what happened, that he got out of those rounds, because I caught it live from the 4th and 5th round. So I knew he survived that shit. It was still like, holy shit. But I'll tell you about Bisping. He's got to be one of the most well-conditioned athletes. I know people talk about it before, how he's always in great shape, but just the fact, you could be in phenomenal shape, and you could take a shot like that, and it could just all that cardio could be for nothing, because it could just cut it in half. But he started that, and what's even more interesting is that in between rounds, I like to listen to what the guys say, and he asked Jason Perillo what he got hit with in that first round, between rounds. He's like, what'd he hit me? What'd he get me with? And then he let him know about the right hand. So that shows you how fucking hard he got hit. And then he came out that second round. He never took the foot off the gas. He never cowered from another one of those shots coming, man. He just kept on him. So it was exciting as shit, man. He's ballsy as fuck.
Matt, have you? And I'm sure you have. But have you ever been like really hurt like that, where you're bleeding, one of your eyes are closed, you're in a fight? How much does that take you out of the fight, and how much are you concentrating on you being hurt and not being hit in that same place again?
No, to be honest, and I'm sure Michael, he probably said something similar. I don't think it might. See, the eye is different because it could actually affect, what you're seeing, obviously, out there. So that affects a lot. I mean, I had one where with Light on my last fight, I got like 50 stitches. We clashed heads at the end of the first round. So I had like a vagina on my head. It was in my eye. Like,
I knew I liked you for a reason.
The majority of the damage done to Bisping was from that fucking right hand. It got worse over the next 4 rounds.
Right.
But that's what that first right hand. That's what gave him that fucking that opened him up. And practically closed his eyes.
Well, apparently he said it was the elbow that he came to the ground with the elbow, and that's actually what really did the damage on the eye.
Yeah, well, I mean, that first onslaught, you know what I mean? Which he survived, which I think the guy deserves a crazy amount of credit for. And man, I'll tell you, he started that second round like it was the first round. Like, it's not like he said, all right, now I got to be hesitant. He just went right after him, and that's impressive as a fighter. That's, you know what I mean? It was something to watch.
It must be really weird because, I mean, Bisping, he's been very vocal. Right after the fight, he went on a barrage of attacks against everybody in the middleweight division, as he does.
Yeah.
But your boy Weidman is a guy who obviously he has his sights on. I know for a fact Bisping, he thinks that Weidman's going to be able to beat Romero. I think everyone thinks Weidman's going to beat Romero.
Yeah.
Not looking past Romero, but, you and Bisping have become pretty friendly over the years. How difficult is it for you when you have your guy going in fighting a guy that you're friends with to kind of, be in that position? Because certain guys get very emotional when you even pick against them.
As far as with me cornering Chris against Mike?
Yeah. I mean, is it just kind of a difficult position to be in?
Well, the thing is this, I'm not, see, Mike I consider a good acquaintance. I'm happy to see him when I see him. I always get along with the guy. I believe more than once we had a drink together and bullshit. I get along with the guy. I respect the guy. The guy gets all my respect as a fighter. The guy's a warrior, man. I like the guy that he's himself and he's unapologetic about it. He's not trying to put on an act. I think the guy, even when he tries to say something, he'll catch himself and be like, I might sound like a dick, but whatever. He doesn't give a fuck. When you have a core around you, like of family and friends, and it doesn't matter what the majority of people think about you, and I think that's where his head's at. That he don't really give a fuck. And I really like the guy for it. But hey, listen, I don't think he would respect me the same if he doesn't think that when I'm cornering Chris, I would do everything in my power to try to take him out. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Sure.
I mean, I'm loyal to my guys just like you're loyal to yours. You know. So I like Mike a lot, but I love Chris. Chris I consider family. So that's a no-brainer.
Of course, and obviously that's a fight that you guys want to see down the future.
Listen, I 100%. I purposely, I know they've been going back and forth about some shit, but I purposely don't listen to everything. Like stuff like last night, of course I'm going to hear that, but like when they get into like the nitty-gritty, and I even did your show, and he brought something up about Chris, and Chris said it's the first time I heard of it, because I try not to, I don't want to hate Mike. I like Mike.